Welcome to the Voices of the Geneva Summit, and today we're very pleased to welcome three bright and young women who are listening in to this GESDA Summit this year. First, we have Sofiia Martianova. You are Ukrainian, and you will be studying next year electrical engineering at ETH Zurich. Next, we have Olivia Avalos. You are a student in physics and science and economics at the International School in Basel, and you are originally from Spain. And Eloise Westfeldt, who is studying at the Collège du Léman, and you are from the United States. Now, all three of you were chosen by the Villars Foundation to participate in the summit, and the foundation is one of GESDA's partners, and it focuses on systems thinking to accelerate the transition to net zero economics. So you are all extremely bright. That is why you are here. Can you tell us a little bit of your impressions of what you thought about when you were listening to all these different panel discussions? We'll start maybe with you, Sofiia. What did you think?
Yes, so I think first of all it's a really good opportunity for us to be engaged in this summit as young representatives. We will represent this what we heard in our generational world. And what can I say? That it's really good that here we engage system thinking. So we engage political authorities with representatives of science to think together in a system and solve world issues and help to shape our world in the future and, of course, present.
Mm-hmm. Olivia, what were your impressions today?
Yeah, so like Sofiia said, it's a great opportunity for us to listen to conversations and contribute to these conversations and actually apply what we learn in here, which is different to what we actually do in the classroom, which is more theoretical. And all these sessions have been very interesting because they discuss how the policymakers and scientists and all the different stakeholders have to work together in order for the new knowledge that we gain to actually move forward and be able to be applied in this new world that we're in.
And Eloise, what about you? What was your take on the discussions that you followed?
All of these have been incredible. Like, it's just, again, I'm going to repeat what they've said. The opportunity to be here is just it's something that I never thought that I'd be able to do. Just participating, just being here is incredible. And then it really puts the emphasis on everything that I don't know, everything that we don't know, everything that's left to learn. Even the experts here, there's so much that they don't know, and that really puts everything into perspective. And that's what we're going to try and do here. That's what the younger generation, the youth generation, we're going to try and learn more, like take the future to where we haven't seen these things before. We want to take it to the next level. We want to learn what we can and develop everything that we can to make our world a better place. It's going to sound, we've all heard this before, we want to make our world a better place, we want to change the future, we want to change the world, but being here, it really puts all of that into practice. And it's the fact that we have a voice now. We have come to the age where people want to listen to what we have to say, and it's mind-blowing, actually.
What impressed you the most, or what surprised you the most? Because there are so many subjects here, and so many innovations. And what impressed you the most?
I was impressed by this session where we discussed democracy, because democracy itself is a really unclear subject, even without technologies. It's so philosophical, and it means for everyone, it means something different. I mean, for each person, for me, democracy is something else, and for you guys, it can have other meaning. But what I liked that during the session we had speakers with different backgrounds, and they engaged together to come to one solution, to think systematically, and we came to this solution of the problem of digitalization of democracy. And it was really impressive to especially have an opportunity to ask a question and
to participate. What about you, Olivia? What impressed you?
I was really impressed by all the speakers. When they discussed, they all had these really innovative ideas. But in particular, I went to the AI session where they were talking about how we're becoming more and more heavily reliant on AI, and how AI, they're not perfect. They're made by humans, and they make mistakes, but their mistakes they're not like human mistakes. They're different, so it's hard for us as humans to see what they're doing wrong, because at some point they become so complex that it's like a black hole of information. And it's really interesting how humans are so heavily reliant on AI now that they see AI as this figure that they look at, and so they start following in AI's footsteps and start making similar mistakes to AI without realizing.
Which could be harmful to society in the long run. And what about you, Eloise? What did you?
I'd say the sheer content of these panels, of the sessions, they're so detailed, there's so much expertise, and everyone's so they know what they're talking about. It's so amazing to see all this information all in the same building about so many different aspects and sectors of the world, and the internationalism here as well. There are people from everywhere. It's not just one place, and I think that's a really beautiful thing, to bring everyone together, in the hopes of teaching people things, in the hopes of finding solutions, and be honest about the world, but also be hopeful about it, that we can find a solution. I'd also say that the passion was very, I was very impressed by how much passion I saw through the speakers here, and that also gave me hope. When people are passionate about things, it makes them more, inspires others. Being passionate inspires others. And I think that's what a lot of the speakers have been able to do here.
I think that's a great way to conclude this interview. Thank you very much. I think you made us all a little more hopeful, and that's good, because you are next generation, and we are counting on you. Thank you very much for being with us today, all three of you.
Thank you.